it was just a magnificent sight, but I knew there was no problem signing a course of world-class caliber here.
The Asia Pacific Amateur isn't just another championship. It's something greater. It's culture, it's legacy, it's pride carried from nations across the globe. It's where future champions are born. Wen Yi Ding wins the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship, where dreams begin and journeys unfold. Each swing a story of ambition. Each round a step toward a major opportunity. This isn't just about a trophy. It is about being united by the game. Because here, the dream of one becomes the hope of many. The Asia Pacific Golf Confederation, in partnership with the Masters Tournament and the R&A, proudly present the 2025 Asia Pacific Amateur Championship. Into the weekend here in Dubai along the southeastern coast of the Persian Gulf at the preeminent course in the region, Emirates Golf Club, where Rory and Tiger and Seve have all won through the years. Now young amateur stars from across the region trying to make their own mark, earn an invitation to the Masters and a spot in the Open next summer. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Navalo, 15 professional wins around the world. Steve Burkowski and Paul Gow on the golf course. Amanda Balionis introducing us to some of the great stories that make this such a good week. Now to the 8th, this one of the famous shots up against that skyline. This is Kain Hung Lei from Vietnam. Great tee shot right there. Vietnam has never had anyone play the Masters or the Open. This is a player to keep an eye on. Here's the guy they're trying to chase down. Taisei Nagasaki. Frank, he's been impressive.
Certainly is, just 16 years of age. So he is new to this championship. And he hates this swing. Does it find dry land? Only just so. He's got away with it.
Making his debut at the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship. He's a great Japanese star who put this tournament on the map, talking about Hideki Matsuyama, who won it back-to-back and then went on to win the Masters in 2021. Nagasaki 67-67 to open, and the foot is on the pedal, Frank.
Good scoring conditions, similar temperature and wind as what we saw the first 2 days, but a phenomenal start. Already 4 under through his first 7 holes. Comfortable lead.
Here is Nagasaki at the second.
This is how he got it done. Good drive, short par 4. Still got to hit the pitch shot. Got to judge the bounce, the spin. Did that beautifully.
Now at third.
Little right. Fortunate to get just out of the native area, but this is a beautiful pitch across this green.
He's a youngster who's been taught by the Japanese legend, Tommy Nakajima. Number 5 for birdie.
A long par 4. 3 under through his first 5 holes. Start of the 3rd round.
Cut at the Japan Open professional event last week, won the Toyota Junior World Cup. He's had an excellent 2025.
7, they pushed the tee up, but they put the flag close to the water. He did not shy away. Great tee shot. Now this for yet another birdie.
Center cut, beautiful touch. So 4 birdies in the first 7 holes for Taisei Nagasaki. Yet there are 3 par 5s on that second 9, so that's where you can really make hay. So he has a chance to put together quite a score.
Dream start, Rich. Really is.
It's a place where Rory McIlroy has won 4 times. Tiger Woods twice. We are live at the 9th green.
Dogleg right, par 4. It's been the hardest par 4 all week.
Frank, here is one of the pre-championship favorites. FIFA Lau Pakti of Thailand plays his college golf and plays well at Arizona State. Has already won 2 college events in the United States.
It just has to be patient, really, Rich. Nagasaki got up to such a great start. Just remind yourself, there's a round and a half to go. Good chance here up the hill.
Pakti made it to the round of 64, made it to match play at the Olympic Club, the U.S. Amateur, this past summer. He's the highest ranked player in the field, 52nd World Amateur Golf Rankings. At the 8th hole, there is Kind Hung Lei from Vietnam.
Close touch uphill, so you have to allow for that. Ball cut just on that right side.
Oh.
Let's look at this. Why wouldn't you? Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
Increasingly, Frank, we are seeing players who are so well schooled in the fundamentals.
Good swings. Some of the best professionals in the world have happily changed their swings for the ones you see on this leaderboard today.
Back at the 9th, set against that distinctive clubhouse.
Now, Rich, I know he didn't like that that approach. This is to go out in 30.
It's 35 and 37 coming in. Again, out of that just a bit. The golf course is par 72, 7,110 yards. First grass course in the Middle East. Goes back to the late 1980s.
Yeah, Carl Litton design. Hosted their first professional tournament here in 1989. A year later, they've staged it ever since. To 8.
Taro Nakano, colors of the UAE on that building.
Kind of had the 36-hole lead last year in Japan.
Finishing 3rd. Wen Yiding of China won a year ago at Taiheo Club, Gotemba. Now from New Zealand, Cooper Moore. He's had a tough go here on the front 9, Frank.
He's sort of settled down, had a double bogey a little earlier in the round. He's still got a smile on his face, so you like that. That'll, and as you've referenced already, 3 par 5s though on the back 9, drivable 17th, so you can still turn the round around. He's getting experience playing in the final group, as is Nagasaki.
Taisei and his older brother Koshin learned the game by going to the driving range with their father and their grandfather. Universal. It doesn't matter what country. That's how so many come to the sport. Dad, grandpa, grandma, take them along for the ride. Fall in love with the game. But a driving range culture made significant changes in that respect. Used to get good ball hitters, but they just weren't well-rounded. So the national team now focusing more on short game, holistic approach, and they are producing. Taisei Nagasaki represented Japan in Singapore just a few weeks ago, Frank, in the Eisenhower Trophy.
Yeah, he's certainly, he has the experience despite his age, and of course trying to be the 2nd youngest. We know what happened there too. If you want to think it's youth, maybe they're not ready. Remember Guan Tianlong when he was 14, he beat a guy by the name of Hideki Matsuyama, so we've had good fields.
You were on the call when Guan Tianlong won in Thailand, and then improbably still only 14 the following April, made the cut at the Masters.
Yeah, so I say focus on the game, focus on the score rather than the age.
Give you a look now at our featured groupings here in round 3 from Dubai, the 16th playing, and it is Sung Hyun An of Korea, and then Billy Dowling, good player from Australia, and China well represented Shiwan Chang.
Yeah, we thought the way the scores were spaced out this morning, the winner would probably come from these last 3 groups. Cooper Moore, you just referenced going backwards. FIFA had a bit of a holding pattern, but Nagasaki has found another gear.
Then Rintaro Nakano, mentioned second consecutive year. He's been on the lead at the midway point. Hein Hung Lei. He is scheduled to go play for Mike Small at Illinois. He's that talented. And then the rangy Australian Harry Takis, who played his last 6, round number 2 in 4 under to get to that final group. Umbrellas up. It is hot. Into the 90s here, under the high sunshine. So Matsuyama won it back-to-back. Takumi Kanaya in 2018, and the great Keita Nakajima right here in Dubai at a different course, Dubai Creek. He was then world number 1 and has gone on to success in the professional ranks. Was runner-up at a tournament in India on the DP World Tour just a couple of weeks ago to Tommy Fleetwood, I should say. And now here is on.
Second shot at the reachable par 5, straightaway par 5. Bunker's not too bad. Should have a good chance to get that one up and down. Well, this is the start of the 3 par 5s on the back 9. This one almost straight the way the players will play it. It is a narrow fairway, so that is one of the challenges for these players. But if you get it around the 300-yard mark where our landing zone is, it is certainly in the go zone, especially with a puff of breeze behind your back. Still blowing from the northwest today. Layups really only if you're in trouble. Green slightly perched up, but it is played. It's been very gettable all week, especially with today's whole location in the back left.
Rory loves this golf course and said recently, you want to play the par 3s even, and then you want to really take advantage of those par 5s and the 2 reachable par 4s, 2 and 17.
You could really make a difference on this back 9. You've seen here 1 eagle here, so it can vault you into that aggressive attitude. And big difference between the front 9 and the back 9. And Rich, you picked it up beautifully there. Par 3s, even though they've shortened, for example, the 7th hole because the water's in play, but those par 5s, they are really where you get it.
Some of the players have jumped onto YouTube to watch some of the old Dubai Desert Classics to get a sense of how Rory, how some of the past winners attack
Tiger Woods layout. Tiger Woods had a fame finish 5 under his last 4 holes here. Bernie Els has the 18-hole record, 61.
Back to the 8th, and Rintaro Nakano, this for birdie. Gonna jumpstart his round. Oh, he walked it in. He knew it. This is an exciting player, Frank. He's built a bit like a Hideki Matsuyama. He's thick through the trunk, very powerful guy.
Yeah, swing a little bit more like John Rahm. It's a pretty good swing to follow if you want to be a Masters champion.
Here is the leader, Nagasaki, and let's welcome Steve Burkowski with the front runner.
Good afternoon, Rich. Another warm one. Temps in the low to mid 90s. A little shift in wind direction. Slightly coming out of the west. We saw out of the northwest the first 2 days. Nagasaki clinical on the front 9, and as you reference, see if he can take advantage of the back 9 par 5s. There are 3 of them.
Frank, you can't help but wonder what he could be someday when he gets a little bigger and a little stronger.
Yeah, the first 2 days, that was the only thing we really noticed. Wasn't as long as some of the other players here. Hey.
Lei? Yes. Right. So he is now just a shot back. That is his 3rd birdie of the day against 1 bogey. Only 17. Back to the 10.
A lot of green to work with Don.
Asking for it to sit. All right, now at the 11th hole, the par 3, this Kenichiro Katano.
Cut just over the bunker on the right today. So be careful. Don't want to come up short.
Get in.
Go. One more.
Oh!
Yes. 100 and
Hold it. Well done, buddy. Thank you.
54 yards. Wow, what a shot. Perfect strike. Such a good sound.
Shot. Get in. Hit it. Oh!
That's a good memory.
We're going to see more of that, Rich.
And he vaults up the leaderboard. Kenichiro Kitano. 7 under par, just like that. Early candidate, shot of the day. Ace at the 11th.
Round 3 fully underway here at the Emirates Golf Club, and we just saw, well, what everybody aspires to, a hole-in-one at the par 3 11th. Now back to the 10th. FIFA Lapakti. Full back. Come a little out of the toe. Fortunate. Give a swing, not going to reach the par 5, but surely that can help. Last group reached the 9th hole, dog leg right par 4. 3-foot backswing.
Oh, okay.
And use the power to carry the corner of this dog leg. Oh, it's done it easily. Temperature's hovering over 90 degrees. Back to the par 5, 10th. Was bunkered just off the bridge. He's close to 12 on the stent meter. Trying to reduce some of the water, make it a little firmer. These guys honest. Japan
Can you
umbrella.
move my
It's proud
buggy?
today. 16-year-old leads the way.
Camera.
No, you
Just
can.
take it back over. All right.
The Asia Pacific Amateur Championship is brought to you by Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? IBM, let's create smarter business. AT&T, who believes connecting changes everything. And Mercedes-Benz, drive with precision on and off the course. Kenichiro Kitano, he opened his backside with a birdie at the par 5-10, and then came to number 11, and there you see it. He just jarred it.
He actually could be one of the favorites next year when this championship moves to New Zealand, Rich. The reason why? He's been living in New Zealand for about a year and a half, so picking up his golf there.
The course we're going to next year, TRI, along the Pacific Ocean, is just as good looking as this shot.
Oh!
I love it. Buy some Coca-Colas for his buddies when they get into the clubhouse. They're all going to be thirsty. Hot day. Nine Hung Lay now.
The dog leg. So level up 20, 30 yards further than what Nakano will have in here.
Spark by the 10. No, not. Good work. So this is the 16th edition. We had a three-way tie atop the leaderboard. Takis has since backed off, ran into some trouble. 62 players. Frank at 6 over par to make the cut, but I think most impressively, 19 different nationalities.
Amazing. The first ever player too from Lebanon to hopefully play all 4 rounds. And The golden ticket. We all know what's up for grabs. Chance to play in the Masters, the Open Championship next year, Royal Birkdale, and the Amateur Championship.
This is about growing a game in a region of more than 4 billion people, creating heroes. You could imagine what it would do for golf, for example, for a sport back in Vietnam, if Kine Hung Lei were to go on and win.
Our second shot at 10.
This from 236 for Nagasaki.
Two holes in a row. Frankie's let go of the club, got away with it on the previous hole.
Bunker 7 there. Fortunately, it is a par 5. Surprising.
Well, Frank, you mentioned Tianwan Guan as the youngest at 14, but then Yushin Lin, Chen Jin, Changwon Han of Korea, all 17 years old. So not unprecedented, certainly, with the instruction, with the equipment. Guys are able to put a good game together at a young age.
I think you nailed it there. Lighter equipment at a younger age is one of the reasons why we see better technique. So we go back to 9. Paul Gal with his group lay his second. Avoid the water. Should be an issue today. Hole cut further on the back. A little off that. Yeah, nicely done.
Crafty. A mature level of shot making from a number of these players. They take something off and everything is full tilt.
Just rechecking that. Distance measuring devices are allowed. He likes to play a little cut. Take this through the middle of the green. Back to the flag. Respectable. Shot was nearly as high as the buildings behind.
Take you to the 10th, and this is FIFA Lau Pakti.
Going to need to be a shot maker right here from 227.
Okay. Still a chance to make his 4.
Just fortunate where that tee shot finished up, Rich. I mean, a yard or two the other side. Look how thick that grass is. Could have easily finished up in one of those patches.
There you go, man against nature. That's Cooper Moore of New Zealand. He's waiting for a ruling here in the desert area.
Yeah, he is, Rich. His tee shot ended up somewhere in the vicinity of that utility box you see there. So his official now coming on site to take him through his option from that particular spot.
Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, just this box, and then
Oh, wait. To the 11th, where we just saw that hole-in-one, Sung Hyun On.
Chances of back-to-back ones. That's still a good shot. Hole location so close to the green side bunker.
So right now, hot start, 4 under 31 on the front side. Taisei Nagasaki is leading Kine Hung Lei of Vietnam. 3rd round of the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship. This is a place where some dreams can come true.
10th. But Cooper Moore will be getting relief. Closely on his caddy's hat, you actually see a number 71.
That's second problem. That's your relief area.
2 weeks ago, Cooper played in the Eisenhower. He's actually the 71st player.
And then one club in back, right? Is the
Within the second club.
yeah.
Believe me, it is there. 71st player played for New Zealand in the Eisenhower. The first player, Bob Childs, Sir Bob Childs. The championship back in 1963. So, it's taking a little time. We'll go up ahead. Long green at par 5, full 25 yards back. So if you're coming in there with a longish iron, you can just land that in the front third. The ball will skip back. Miss on that left side.
237.
It has been difficult to get it up and down.
37.
Youngest players in the New Zealand Amateur Championship last year. Oh, there's the second one. See, I'm still in the track. 71st player to represent. That is Cooper Moore. Shot. It's from that spot. When a guy runs after, you know they love it. And I mean, he got every bit of that, Frank. That was powerful. Right there, great strike. He nearly ran track and field for New Zealand, but a shot like that too, he's part of the game. This is a good strike. It's clean as a whistle. You hit it good. Dropped it in a good place. Nice and shallow there. It's a great swing. It's cleared everything, Frank. Just ripped it. You can see it in the run. You can see it in the swing. We've noticed this all week, Frank. He is athletic. As most of them are in the field. Back at 9. Rintaro and Nakano. This for birdie to get to -12. To Nagasaki, slow out of the gates for Rintaro and Nakano. Even par 35 going out. Sung on at the 11th. This to get to -10. Using one of the face balance putters to the hosel. Timid. Nagasaki at the 10th. His third. Just jarred that, but now left there. We're going to make birdie. Play at the 9th. To tie. That edge. Can't fault the stroke or putt. Putty. Not his best. So it's 90 degrees. Doesn't feel too bad. This is getting that mid-90s. Stifling heat. You don't want to be outside here midsummer. Just a couple of months on and it's delightful. January when they play the Dubai Desert Classic, it'll be mid-high 70s. Light winds today. But, as usual, there's no threat of rain. Become quite a good golf destination. Chris May and Dubai Golf have done a remarkable job.
Now Cooper Moore here at the 10th after that sensational second shot.
Certainly was. Rich trying to jumpstart things here on the back nine.
Great eagle. So moving out in 3 over 38.
Got a top 10 last year. His first start. Just 8th.
Greg, I know you're excited, as Cooper must be, about the 2026, the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship back in your homeland.
Yes, called Crenshaw Golf Course. It's beautiful. Ian Baker Finch actually played there last year and was singing its praises. I haven't had the opportunity to see it. TRI.
Right next to Tara Edie.
Correct, yes.
World famous.
Just over 50 miles north of Auckland on the east coast.
Right on the Pacific Ocean. Your rivals, what you would see at abandoned dunes or along the Monterey Peninsula. It's that good. It's part of the mission here, Frank. High-level competition, but at some of the best venues, Frank, in the world.
It is. This one I haven't seen a championship being held at, but judging by, Ben just raves about this golf course. It has that beautiful links feel to it. It's on a wonderful piece of property. And New Zealand's fortunate to have so many coastlines like that. But now with the advent of some American investment, produce some real gems.
So this is an amateur event, but it is conducted in every way like a professional tournament. The venues, player dining, transportation, media, scoring, giving these young players a taste of what it will be like.
Exactly. And Steve, I know you're out there with FIFA on this part here. The guys have really enjoyed the challenge, the setup this week.
They certainly have, Frank, and as we begin to see here on the weekend, greens getting a little firmer, faster. This would be a heck of a 4 for FIFA, considering where that tee shot ended up.
So 5, but could have, as you were saying, could have been a lot worse.
Still plenty of golf left. Within shouting distance of Nagasaki. 4 back. On the tee, and let's bring in Paul Gal.
Absolute cracking day out here, Rich. Just a buffer of breeze. These players should take this place apart today. Greens are receptive. And I'll tell you what, I'm seeing some beautiful golf.
It's a good golf swing, Paul.
It certainly is. It reminds me of yours a bit, Frank. A little bit quicker than yours, but it's very economical. There's not a lot of moving parts, and it gets back to impact very, very square.
Well, it's quicker because he's younger.
Just by a few.
Considerably younger.
Up on the green at 10.
Takes Nagasaki to get it to minus 15.
A little bit longer birdie putt than he would have anticipated.
Taking advantage of this par 5. As you pointed out, 2 suspect swing in there, but like the one back at 9. So we can fix that over the remaining 8 holes.
Nakano, 10th tee.
Let one go. It's not his longest. 74 ball speed. Cruising the 180s. And it's just the fairway finder.
And Taro Nakano trying to get something going. And they'll have plenty of opportunities here on the back 9, beginning at the par 5, 10. Cool down, but yeah, on the scoreboard, he's looking to heat up.
That beautiful building is the Museum of the Future, 7 stories high. One of the great tourist spots here. With expos in there, AI technology. All the things that will be day to day, just in a few years. But like the city itself. 3 great quotes amongst that building written in Arabic. Palm trees adorn the golf course. Fits in beautifully. Built out of the sand. City of nearly 4 million people. Quickly becoming a golfing destination. A skyline that would rival any big city in the world. Well, we have referenced 3 par 5s on this back 9. Players have struggled a little on 10. It's actually the flag for the 13th. That's the dog leg, tricky par 5, being reachable. Speaking of dog legs, there is a lot of dog leg lefts here. 18 as well. Hole cut on the left side, which is safe. Probably see it further back on the right tomorrow. Now, go to 12. Another dog leg left, par 4. This golf course actually does favor a draw. You got that. Very clean. Just the safe side. We'll test a short game.
The 11th hole. That's Fifalao Pakti. He didn't love it, but I think he's going to really like it now. Just cleared that bunker, and he'll have a look at a deuce. So no surprise, Japan and Australia are the most developed golf countries in the region. So 7 from Japan make the cut. China has been coming on so strong in the last decade or so.
Most surprising, United Arab Emirates. Prior to this championship, only 3 players had ever made the cut. They've got 3 just this week alone, the host country.
Shout out to Ahmed Skate of the UAE. He's 5 under par. He is currently just outside of the top 10. His brother Mohammed hit the opening tee shot on Thursday morning. Did not make the cut, but made everyone here proud. Nagasaki, the leader here at the 11th.
He has been clinical all week long. 154 yards wind, predominantly off the left.
See if we can make a better swing here. That's 3 iron shots in a row he hasn't liked.
To the right. Got stuck. Mid-round pickup here for Nagasaki. See if he's able to manage it. Indication of maturity level. Seems to have an excellent disposition.
Looks like a touch out of the toe. Isn't really the center of the club.
We're at number 10. Let's go down to Gowie.
Yeah, when you do hit into the rough here, Rich, you need a little bit of luck. But this ball's sitting down that slight bit, only 228, only 200 at the front. The screen's surrounded by bunkers, so you've got to make a decision. Am I going to fly it on? You know it's going to go to the back because the green's firm, or will I miss it in one of those bunkers? And I think with this young man's game, he can probably just hoist one up in the air and get it to the back edge. Going with a lofted wood here, and that's gone miles in the air.
It's gone miles long. Shot out of there.
I think one of those dreaded flies there, Frank.
Looks quite calm. Like if he gets up ahead now in the corner.
A lot closer here with iron in hand. 190 to cover that front bunker. Direct line here.
A little awkward closer to the left side of that bunker. Very little green.
bit of steam coming out from the front nine, but it's time to turn around with these 3 par 5s. He had to dig deep on that one.
We're ahead now to 16th hole. This is Jeffrey Lack becoming the first ever from Lebanon to make the cut. Okay, Jeffrey Lack in his second Asia Pacific Amateur start, playing well. 2 under par, 2 birdies last 3 holes.
Got a home in Miami, 17-year-old.
So it's the first of the 13 Lebanese players who made the cut. He played in the Pan Arab Championship back in November a year ago. So part of what this championship is about in countries that do not have a bigger footprint in golf, trying to generate a spark, and they've done that. Now Nagasaki.
Ball settled down just a bit, straight back into the wind.
Touch. That is a great shot, Frank.
The only thing he could have done better than that was go in. That was superb.
At the 12th, Sung Hyun On.
Good for the parachute shot. Check it out. Judging by that practice swing. Oh, that is pretty good from where he was. Took the risk. Championship golf course. So there's a variety of shots that have to be played around the greens. Back to 11.
Cooper Moore.
Yeah, see if he can keep it going here early on the back nine. This for a second straight birdie. Downhill speed should not be an issue to get it to the hole.
Starts to turn.
Sung Hyun On.
Biggest issue for the players, Rich, we often say you want to keep it underneath the hole. You'd rather be closer. There's no two ways about that, as he does his aim point express. It's just the speed of these greens once you get above. So have a look at that.
Yeah, Nagasaki now. Excellent save. Despite the momentary lapse with the iron play, he's able to hold steady, and now back to On.
Trickle this down the hill.
Not quite. We've seen Korean players win this championship. Some alums of the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship from Korea have gone on to great success in professional ranks. Thinking about Si-Woo Kim, played this tournament. He's a Players Champion. K.H. Lee has played on the President's Cup team. FIFA Nawapakti at the 11th. This to get to 11 under.
Looking for a spark.
Has it. He's a player to keep an eye on in the coming years. About Thailand. One of the players he idolizes is world #1 in the women's game, Gino Tittakun from Thailand. But right now, it is Taisei Nagasaki of Japan leading in Dubai at the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship.
Glorious trophies. 2 at the professional level. That's the tee shot. Quiet 13. Par 5. As you can see where that ball finishes up, semi-blind. Huck the left. It's been one of the easier par 5s here. Kano, for example, has eagled it on Thursday and Friday. Push up green. Lovely skyline. Turns into a different city at night. Really lit up. Quite spectacular. It's a famous creek here. And parts of it face the Persian Gulf. Turn of the previous century, it was a pearling and a fishing village. So much has changed. Working on becoming a golfing mecca now. 12th hole, 142 yards. Chang has a chance to get to 8 under. Nicely done. So he closes on the lead. 7 players from China. So 4 birdies already today. Just that 1 bogey. He's back at 6. Good round going.
For more information, championship video, and live stats, go to aacgolf.com. A great digital team on hand here. Chronicling all the action, the great stories as well. Now Nakano, third at the par 5.
No room here, Rich. He's got no green, 3 or 4 feet. Well, that's the only play today, that's for sure. Unless he didn't want to short side himself.
Yeah, it's been tough to spin it out of these greenside bunkers. 4 to 12.
Nagasaki.
Breeze has freshened, organic from the left.
Sit. Sit, 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 sit.
One to the right. He's missed.
So it's been a great day, Frank, for the Japanese players. You can see that.
They're on a different level. 16 under. This is a championship golf course. But Vietnam, that's a golfing program, really, that's only started over the last 5 years.
We talked to their national team coach, director. Here is Vietnamese standout.
So here's a chance.
This is his 4th shot.
Yeah, that second shot went well long.
He's up against a wall.
Yeah, they have an excellent junior program now in Vietnam. They have a junior tournament once a month, 54 holes in the weekend. They play 36 on the Saturday, 18 on the Sunday, so they can sort of replicate the pressure last round field up. Produce some talent.
And some good golf courses at Golf Destination.
I know Nick Valdo designed more than one there. Also, American manufacturers are supplying kits to some of the younger players as well as clothing. It's about eating program there.
Well, this is Harry Takis. He's not at his best stuff today. Troubles in the 5th. And in 8, he lost the ball off the tee at that par 4. He's in pretty good shape. I think he started tied for the lead. Remember, at 11 under par. Briefly had it to 12 and birdie at number 3. And it all came undone with that quad.
The nickname for the age is normally the snowman. Often seen as a snowman in the desert.
Chang.
Take it across the dog there.
Rip that.
Left to open up this hole. That's the Rory McIlroy line.
And back at number 10.
For 5. See if Lake can get out of here without dropping a shot.
back to development of golf in Vietnam and other places like Vietnam. Hein Hung Lei twice participated in the AAC academies. They were established years ago to try to grow the game in countries without the significant golf footprint. So they're providing the resources you talked about for training, equipment, whatever's needed to be successful at the top level.
Yeah, the director of the performance program, Buck Chong Kang, is responsible for the growth. Just a 5. All this power. So not moving in the right direction, but still only 3 back. 2 more par 5s on this side.
Now the leader, Nagasaki, at the 12th.
This well could be one of the points in this championship. We might look back to 183 to the hole, plays 3 yards uphill, back into the wind. Frankie's about 2 or 3 paces right behind the face of that bunker that has little to no lip on it.
Yeah, you can see Fed going into that face, Steve. Just lost his way. 4 under through his first 8.
Lost his way, though, has still not made a bogey, Frank. He may make one here.
True. Steve referenced, I mean, you've got to try and make sure that you create loft, not de-loft it from this situation. So the chances are you're always going to be suspect hit a little fat, sand before ball. But that one actually hit the face. He was lucky for that to get out. Could have easily just come back.
Now the bogey putt here at the 10th. Okay, so pays the price for that second shot that just got away and sailed well long. Just to finish up on growing the game in places like Vietnam. Hats off as well to the Masters tournament. All the work they've done is work number 12, but as well the R&A. I always like to say they don't do what's important for the R&A, they do what's important for golf. Augusta feels the same way, but it's a duty to sustain and promote the sport. Now from Thailand, Lapakti.
From 143, reasonable line back up the hill into the breeze.
Not too bad from that spot.
Good clean contact. Keeps that posture well. So a lot of it's a setup. You can choke down a little bit on the club, so you reduce the radius, chance of hitting it fat. Straightening of that left leg. That's the power move we see with a lot more younger players, like a young Tiger Woods, the knee snap. Third shot, Nagasaki, the leader.
Wind has really freshened, picked up a good 5 miles per hour, straight back into him, Frank. That's from 108.
We will have that to save par. For a long time without a bogey. He was bogey free in his second round and still to this point. Hold on, Frank. What's going on? What is Randy Bintang doing here?
He's facing the wrong direction, you would think, right? That's the flag for the 9th in the back, but this is a double green. This is a mammoth putt.
This is longer than one Michael Phelps made at the old course at St. Andrews. And that is
great effort.
Incredible putt by Randy Bintang. Now, Taro Nakano at the par 3 11th. Saw an ace earlier.
154 here for Nakano. This one's just getting up a little bit, pushing from his left to right. This one's going straight at it. One thing I impressed about with this kid, he's got some distance control, Frank, with his irons.
He's a better version of the one we saw last year, Paul.
He sure is. A lot more complete with his game.
Yeah, across to 18. What was the first putt, Rich? What's your estimate? 150 feet?
Yes. Finish it off.
That is a two-putt.
That's in 2025. It really is. On any tour, anywhere in the world. It's something we may see again, Frank, this double green.
It is mammoth, yeah. Nines are hard enough as it is as a dogleg right par 4, but yeah, 71 yards between the two flags today. 2/3 of a football field, you might say. But that's the first player I've seen on the wrong green today. That was a great two-putt from Randy.
At the 11th. That hole-in-one. It was Kenichiro Katano. By the way, Alvaro Quiros made a hole-in-one here in the final round on his way to winning the Dubai Desert Classic back in 2011.
Now he's got this shot with this wind going right to left. You need to hit that hold-up shot. Are these kids that are playing the game now, have they got that shot in the bag where they've got to move the ball right to left just to hold a straight shot? We'll see after this.
She's so pretty to look at. Rhythm, tempo, balance. Steve Elkington-ish.
Good analogy.
So this would be quite a breakthrough, Frank, for Vietnamese golf. Back in 2023, An Minh Nguyen finished top 10, then 19th a year later, and then 2 years ago at Royal Melbourne, at the age of 15, Kind Hung Lei was a solid T24.
Yeah, you saw him there. We didn't think he was ready. I mean, he has really blossomed. As we referenced their program over the last 5 years, made a big difference. Now across to 12. This is the par putt for Nagasaki.
Not the par putt you're looking for. Uphill the first 2/3, moving left.
Frank, he had not made a bogey since the second hole of round 1.
Now dropping back to 13 under as we see. Second shot for An at the par 5.
No.
Big miss. That's 30 yards right at the green. Back to 12.
Yeah, from a similar spot. Let's see if he learned anything.
Did. Good touch. Second shot for Shiwan Chang.
Quickish backswing. Well, Nick Price-like. Yeah, that's good. Chance for an eagle. Be an eagle at 13 so far today. To 12.
This one should be more straightforward, straight back up the hill.
Just turned at the end. He couldn't believe it. It was tracking. New Zealand has yet to win an Asia Pacific Amateur Championship.
Are you rubbing that in? It will happen. Maybe next year.
Kiwi alum of the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship, Brian Fox, had quite a year on the PGA Tour. He won twice, Frank.
Yeah, he played 3 of these championships. That's what gave him the confidence to turn professional. Had his greatest season so far this year. 2 wins on the PGA Tour.
Nagasaki. So that's 45 straight holes, Frank, without a bogey until right here at the 12th.
This is no gimme.
No, you definitely want to minimize the damage here. Try to get out with 5 and regroup on the next tee.
The lead is now only one.
Get bunched up yet again. A three-way tie to start the day. So we talked about Emirates Golf Club, which hosts the great professionals and has since the late 1980s, and good test for these elite amateur players. It's challenging, but it's gettable. We've seen that. It is all you could want in a championship venue.
So the club opened in 1988. It's the first grass golf course in the Middle East. So before that, we were just playing on sand, and the greens were not called greens; they were called browns.
I have a lot of pictures around my office of what it was like before, and you know, when it was first built, basically an oasis in the middle of the desert. When you show people the pictures of what it was like before and then what it is now, everyone is blown away by it. I think it's really stood the test of time because of the way the course has been set up and the way it was designed. It's not a huge, really long golf course, but you got to be smart when you play this golf course. You know, the greens we can get pretty quick at times, the rough we can get pretty deep at times, so we're able to adapt to whatever the scenario may be, whether it be this tournament that's coming now or the one in January.
The team here are really excited. We love working with the team from Augusta National and the R&A. I think it's an opportunity for us to learn and upskill a little bit. Great winners in the past have won this tournament. The fact that they get to play in the Masters and the Open is unbelievable.
I think it sets the foundations of what professional golf would be for these top amateurs down the line. It gives them a taste of what it's like performing under the pressures that come with playing in an event like this.
This is my favourite course in Dubai. There's lots of dog legs left. 18 is an eagle, it's a bogey, anything can happen on 18.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is a pretty tough stretch. There's some that are going to test you, but there's some where you can actually really do well on.
The 14th hole on the Majlis course is one of the most underrated golf holes that we have at Emirates Golf Club. It's an extremely challenging hole where your tee shot has to be just perfect. And then of course the iconic 8th hole on the Majlis course with a famous backdrop always presents a challenge as well.
Frank, what do you think of the Majlis course here at Emirates Golf Club?
Seeing those old pictures, Steve, Rich, it's hard to imagine they just created this literally out of the desert. And it is a championship golf course. You know, they've now got more than 20 golf courses in this area in the UAE. I mean, it's a very, very small country when you look at it that way. But 46,000 rounds a year. This is literally open all day.
The busiest top golf in the world. Next door also run by Dubai Golf, Chris Mann's group. What a putt that was. Too much heat on it. Al-Pakti at 13th.
Down off the right with the wind. This tee shot has given players fits the first couple of days.
Starting to figure the line out further left. It's ambitious, but it is a great reward.
That's a ton of juice. He can really move it. He is not a big guy.
That's a conservative route, Rich, which is sort of just down the left edge of the fairway, but actually FIFA took that even left of that. That way you're left of those 3 palm trees down the end. It does open up, but that is a long carry down that left side. You are risking that ball staying in the desert area. Interesting par 5. I mean, so you do have to make a choice.
Nagasaki.
3-wood.
Starting on a good line.
That's right. One drink.
You can still reach from there.
This to share the lead. Beautiful roll. And so Kain Hung Lei has tied Taisei Nagasaki, 13 under par. Nice way to back up that drop shot at the 10th with a deuce at the 11th. They are having at it here. Third round of the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship from Dubai.
Swing of the 16-year-old Nagasaki after the bogey at 12. It's now tied for the lead. So we have Japan, Vietnam and Thailand all at the top of this leaderboard. 19 countries are playing in the weekend. Started off as 41 countries and territories in the 120-man field. Cut fell at +6. It's reduced to 62 in ties. Now this is a decision hole. Just saw some great tee shots down this par 5. If you want to challenge it, you've got to take it over those trees on the left side and keep it left of the 3 palm trees. Conservative route, more in the landing zone from here. You just get a lengthier second shot. But at 535 yards, there is a lot of ways to play this hole. Are in trouble, advance it to the layup zone. It's not a very difficult pitch. But that lake on the right, or the water on the right, has come into play today. So eagles, birdies, pars, bogeys. A lot of scores in play here at 13 today. The 16-year-old will get the distance measuring device out to check his yardage. And like any big championship, they'll move out the hole locations. Seen it front and back the first 2 rounds today on the left side. So if you miss it on the left, that's a quick chip coming down the hill. Front bunker.
Thirteenth hole, Shiwan Chang has this to get to 9 under par. Eagle putt.
Wind pushing to the left. This guy can hold the ball up the best of them.
Yeah, just a bit to the right. Hit it the water here at 13, trying to scratch out a par.
Big mistake at par 5 to make 6 there. Shortest par 5 on this golf course.
Oh my goodness.
Spoke too soon.
Double bogey. Disastrous 2-hole stretch right there for the 16-year-old from South Korea.
He just undid all that great work on the front side.
It's a shame. But, you learn your lessons out here. Nagasaki.
We can see the breeze kicking in on that left side.
Yeah, it's predominantly off the left, slightly helping a little bit frank this from 236 for Nagasaki. Starting right and staying there.
Soft bounce. It's a good place to pitch from.
Is it decent lead though? Plenty of green to work with. You know, just a sense, Frank, that he's lost his swing here in the last 45 minutes or so.
Yeah, most of his misses have been to the right. But still, as you referenced in the previous hole, only dropped 1 shot. See that right arm, he's almost trying to turn it over like he knew he laid it. Club face a little open prior to impact. 4 from there, back to 12.
Another Japanese standout, Rintaro Nakano.
It's one of the narrowest fairways on the golf course here, right to where these guys drive the ball. He's one of the big hitters. Just one header a little left.
Yeah, desert area. So you know that FIFA allow Pakti, no one understands the college game better than you. FIFA has generated quite a bit of buzz, hasn't he, in the American college ranks?
No doubt about it. Many regard him as pound for pound the longest hitter in all of college golf. He chuckled with me when he came up here. He said, I didn't know my mini driver could go that far. This now from 169. Just right of it.
Oh, but it's good. Chance for eagle now after those 2 superb shots. Just 160 yards left in there. This hole's 535 yards. See the delivery line. Just covers it nicely. Not a lot of club rotation.
Here at the 12.
Rich, this is one of his most difficult shots of the week. He's got a lip right in front of him, 176, back into the breeze. The ball's going to shoot up in the air. What club is he going to get over this little palm tree to the right? I think it's just front left of the green for him. He navigated that lip perfectly, and that's going to fly pretty much all the way. What a fantastic shot to get him that far back. Not surprised on his face there, and it flew that well.
This is a guy who played on the international side for the Junior President's Cup team last year in Canada. And here he is in Dubai, competing for one of the biggest amateur prizes in the sport.
So top up and down ahead for Lee over the back right of the 12th. Nagasaki, the group in front on the par 5. Just missed the green to the right. So good chance to get it up and down to get to 14 under. What's happened over these last 20-30 minutes? That leaderboard starting to change around. He missed the fairway on the left, so out of the desert area. Last year in Japan. Just got face full. Safely on deck. Good shot out of the native area. Now Harry Takis. Good finish yesterday. 4 birdies his last 5 holes. Needs to fight back again today. Good chance. 12th. It was par 5 13th. Par 5 18th as well. We will watch Lack tap it in. Lebanon. A good friend, Rashid Akol, the oldest player in the field, said, look out for this young man. He's got a place in Miami. Lebanon. They're proud of the first player ever to make the cut at the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship. There's a lot of winners this week. Lebanon won it.
Third shot now for the co-leader, Taisei Nagasaki.
Plenty of rain with which to work, straight back into the wind.
Good touch, a little bit of work left. We all know about one of the other great Grow the Game initiatives, and for more information on drive, chip and putt, go to drivechipandputt.com. Kids ages 7 to 15 with a chance to compete at Augusta National Sunday before the Masters. See those faces light up. Just think about what Chairman Emeritus Payne said. They don't measure success with these initiatives in terms of raw numbers, but in the smiles on the faces of the youngsters. And how good it's been to see Chairman Payne make the trip here to Dubai this week. And see the fruits of his labors, and those of members at Augusta National and the R&A. This was his vision, this Asia Pacific Amateur Championship. All those years ago, it began in 2009. See a young man from Vietnam with a chance to represent his country at the Masters and the Open. Very special.
So yes, Rich, Paul is a quick chip pitch down the hill.
Yeah, he's going to have to lean this in the rough. It's a bit of a sneaky shot this. If he leans it on the green, look at the front of it. Ridge right in the middle. Green here. He'll put this back in the middle of his stance and just pinch it off a little bit here. And hopefully gets him forward spin.
Took the risk. That's wonderful. And then still going to go 6-7 feet past.
I think that's as close as you could get from there. That was a fantastic shot. Gutsy.
Every player in the field this week took caddy. Still doing some of his own work.
Mentioned that he played Junior President's Cup. He also made the match play at the U.S. Amateur in Minnesota a year ago. Well, so this is a Catano. He made ace at the 11th and now at the par 3 15th. Okay, he has a chance to go 1 and 2 these par 3. Give me another look, Frank. 154 yards.
Well, in the 15 previous editions of this championship, there'd been a 7. It's been 7 hole runs, and we just had the 8th in this championship.
And Kenichiro Kitano. He's 4 under on his round today. Now, Japanese player Rintaro Nakano, this to get to -12 and within 1. Just been in neutral all day long. Explosive player, even par. Now FIFA Lau Pakti, this is for eagle and a share of the lead.
Downhill putt should move left late.
Bit too high. Quite done.
Still amazed, Rich. Just 160 yards left in this par 5.
Right, so these amateurs on their way to Augusta National, Michael Lasasso, I don't know if you had a chance to see him play, Frank. Just powerful quads and hits it a ton. Ethan Fang won the amateur championship, and then Mason Howell, the youngster, 18 years old. That was a thriller at the Olympic Club. He's still in high school. He's on his way to Augusta National. Jackson Harrington was the runner-up. Brandon Holtz won the Mid-Am, so he will have that unforgettable experience of driving down Magnolia Lane to play in the Masters. Still 2 spots available.
Yeah, it's been a good year for American amateur golf. Of course, the #1 amateur in the world. Koiven, soon to turn pro. Now Nagasaki at 13.
This for a bounce back birdie.
Nicely done.
So Nagasaki to 14 under par. You saw we will play the Latin America Amateur Championship for an invitation to the Masters. That'll be in Lima, Peru in January. Hein Hung Lei to save his par.
It's a pretty flat putt here. It can be nice and aggressive back into this wind.
Just like that, Nagasaki will have a 2-shot lead. 12 under par.
FIFA, after those 2 good shots in, a little bit of work. Still nicely done. He would have liked a little better than 4. Bolts his way into a tie for second at the moment. 7 under on the par 5s. Good play.
I just mentioned it that we are headed to Lima, Peru. It's the Lima Golf Club, gorgeous west coastal sliver in South America. What a backdrop for an event now in its 11th year. Yeah, we are in the heart of such a wonderful international city, Lima. Invitation to the Masters, the U.S. Open, the Open on the line. And there you see the dignitaries from Peru, the RNA, there's Mike Juan, the USGA Chairman Ridley of Augusta National, Fred Perfall is on the right side there with Lee Steislinger of Augusta National, Ian Pattinson, those people putting so much into this effort. Now Billy Dowling at 14, he's from Australia.
Needs to turn things around, currently -6.
Good start.
That's for sure. We've seen good finishes over the last 4 or 5 holes on this golf course for many years, so they could start there. Now back at the tee. Sneaky good par 4 here, dog leg left. Second hardest hole on the golf course at the moment.
And straight back into the wind here on this Saturday, Frank. Another one of those tee shots which require you to pick more aggressive line down the left-hand side, or maybe a little less club down the right-hand side. Sounds different coming off that club face, Frank.
Yeah, good swing. Right in the middle of the fairway.
Burko, your impressions of the leader, Taisei Nagasaki?
Well, Rich, we got to watch him a good bit of Thursday in the opening round, and what stuck out to me, even at such a young age, stuck to the game plan. Didn't seem to be rattled that maybe his fellow competitors were 20 or 30 ahead of him off the tee. He's had a couple of speed bumps here this afternoon, but I think he's managed himself quite well.
Well, his younger brother said, he doesn't seem to think about anything at all, but he plans his course strategy down to the smallest detail and attacks well. We've seen evidence of that. All right, Frank, 14th hole.
Second hardest hole on the golf course, Rich. One of the issues, just a puff of breeze, and you've got to pick a line. You don't see the ball when it comes down. It's easy to sort of favor the right side, but you quickly get into that desert area, and then the fairway goes to your left, so easy to run out. I've seen a lot of guys sort of move it around the rough on that left side. And today they haven't exactly been kind. That front flag on the right, it's caught a few guys out. Really takes a good shot today to try and get in that little bowl. Just 10 birdies here today. Sort of in a birdie or bogey type hole location.
She won Chang to get to 9 under.
Just powered it in, so puts him back in the mix
with confidence. Okay, here is Kenichiro Kitano. Gonna go 1 and 2 on the par 3s here on the back 9. Steam. Four birdies and the hole-in-one against 2 bogeys today. So 4 under and 8 under for the championship.
That one where I'll be buying soft drinks for everybody come the end of the day.
Par 5 13th, here's Nakano.
Equaled this hole the first 2 rounds, trying for 3 in a row. 3 wood, that's the club he hit the first 2 rounds.
Billy Dowling now, birdie putt after that standing second shot.
Really does need to make it, Rich, make his move. Still needs a few more
professional cut back in Queensland at the Queensland Open when he was just 14 years old. His coach is American LPGA Tour player Nancy Harvey, living and teaching on the Gold Coast of Australia now. Play.
Drive that one, run through on that line. Oops. The gods there.
So the leader is Taisei Nagasaki. He's just 16 years old. What's his goal? How about this? To win the Masters by the age of 27. Realistic to people that know him. Here's more. The young phenom from Japan.
ゴルフは2歳の時に始めて、お父さんとおじいちゃんがやってた影響で、それでお兄ちゃんと一緒に始めたっていう形です。今年一番の目標にしてたアジアパシフィックに出場できるっていうことは本当に今年の中で一番嬉しいことでもありましたし、この大会で優勝してマスターズに出場したいっていう気持ちは誰よりも強いと思います。自分の中では中島啓太選手が一番やっぱりドバイでも同じ舞台で優勝してますし、本当に真面目なプレイヤーでコツコツと努力を重ねて積み上げてきている選手なので、自分もそういうプレイヤーになりたいと思ってます。やっぱりゴルフをしてる人だったら誰しもマスターズに出場したいであったりとか優勝したいっていう気持ちがあると思うので、まずはそういう世界一の舞台に戦えるっていうことにやっぱり意味があると思うので、そういうところではパシフィックっていう大会で優勝してマスターズに出場したいです。
Within that Japanese national team, there is a great, what they call senpai culture. That's the senior player showing the way. Leader, not telling people what to do, but inspiring through action. As we watch FIFA Lau Pakti.
Second from 132, wind off the right.
Right over the top of the flag. Good shot. So chance for a 3. Fist bump.
Setting up for quite a Sunday, Frank, particularly with the finish here. It's dramatic swings and momentum. 3 par 5s in the back 9, drivable 17.
Yeah, you can definitely get on a run to the clubhouse. Should get through 14.
We've seen it through the years.
Tiger Woods, I think, played the last 4 holes when he won 5 under. Famous eagle at 18.
That's right.
65, saw off Ernie Els and Henrik Stenson that year. Rory McIlroy's had a great finish. Bryson DeChambeau set the record, 24 under around this golf course. Now Nagasaki.
Second from 99, ball sitting down out of that rough.
Still good shot, safe side, middle of the green. Outside chance for 3. If there's a preferred shot shape around here, it's a draw. What more dogleg lefts?
Senpai's like a mentor. It's an age thing. Respect, that's part of the culture. So you think. Takumi Kanaya looked up to Hideki Matsuyama. Then following Takumi was Keita Nakajima, who won this championship here in Dubai on 21.
Actually had 3 straight world #1s in the amateur game in Japan. So good programs. We go forward to 15, par 3.
Chang.
Ball cut on the left again, so you've got to carry that big gaping bunker. Pretty to play with on that side, so safe side of the green.
Yeah, 2 club lengths, not closer to the hole.
Well, what's going on here with Unlay?
Yeah, too much club off the tee here. They're taking my play over here, 2 club lengths. Fish will be interested in that. The wind is right behind you. Too much club, Frank, off that tee, so he'll take that.
I see the whole line in front.
I don't think he'll get the coming out of this desert across the
back to their home countries.
Yeah, the standard is very, very high. Male and female rules officials. Some of these with major championships. And also their rules on slow play. Very, very strict and accurate this week. The anticipated rounds take like 4 hours, 29 minutes. The 3 players invoke ready golf.
Just spoke to a rules official. This group is the holes and behinds to try to catch up to the group.
Yep.
As he takes that drop, and as you would imagine in this desert, that is semi-plugged.
Yeah, and that's strict with the slow play. 1 bad time, you get a warning. 2 bad times, these are cumulative. It's a 1-stroke penalty. 3 bad times, 2-stroke penalty. 4, you're out of this championship. Third shot for Lee now.
Taking a more lofted club here. This looks like a pitching wedge just to get it back down into that fattest part of the fairway. Wind going from his left to right. There's the whole leg still here, nice and stable.
That was the sturdy first go. 2 to the right.
So we've had 13 different champions. Remember, Yushin Lin won it twice, as did Hideki Matsuyama. Chang Won-han from Korea was the inaugural. The youngest still to this day is famous Tian Long Guan. Frank, you were on the call for that.
Yeah, it was a great field. So many players. Ryan Fox actually played that year as well. That was his second, excuse me. Hideki Matsuyama had stayed in amateur to try and win 3 in a row. Now Nakano at 13, second shot.
Oh, this is hoisted way up in the air. We had 200.
Paul, he's going to have a chance for 3 straight eagles at this par 5.
Beasted on this hole. Nagasaki here at 14.
Yeah, whole high downhill birdie putt upcoming. Rich and Frank, you asked what I like about this young man's game. It's just businesslike, walking down the fairway, little hello, keeps going, looks at the yardage book, plays quickly and squarely in the mix. The man at the top of the leaderboard looking to extend that advantage.
Just his first start in this championship. Sort of hear about as much. The famous Japanese player Tommy Nakajima. I know you know Tommy. And, the swing of Nagasaki.
Only 85 metres out of this line rough. Can't spin the ball one bit because the wind is looking left to right. The pin is just. Oh, that's a fantastic shot.
Dancing all over that flagstick. Be quite a save. Ahmed Skate from the UAE delivered the pledge of fair play and welcome reception on Wednesday night. He's had quite a week. Impressive young guy.
Big thing for him was handling the nerves.
What did you tell him, Frank? You imparted a bit of advice.
In short, really just be your own best friend. There's a lot of players in this field that want to beat you. Don't be another one. And I remember the great Jack Nicklaus saying many years ago when I saw him about being nervous, he goes, "Isn't it great? You wouldn't want it any other way." Speaking of nerves, FIFA La Pacta to get to 13 under.
for home. Too much pace. Good effort.
Nerves are important in any sport. Yeah, could have easily gone in. Best just deal with it a little bit better. It's what provides the adrenaline, the motivation. As we go to the par 3, 15.
Wen Chang now to get to double digits under par. So we're getting deeper into this third round. Don't forget, invitation to the Masters, spot in the Open, the Amateur Championship, all of that on the line. And right now, it is the 16-year-old sensation from Japan, Taisei Nagasaki, leading at the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship in Dubai.
Wonderful building. This platform on top. If you hunt, you'll find a picture of Tiger Woods teeing off that very platform when he was here. There was many visits to the area. Back out to the golf, 15th par 3, just 168 yards today. Billy Dowling, birdie back at 14. And he is starting to make his run. Six adrift. Let's see what. Close up quickly around here. Now back at 13. Chance for his third straight eagle at this hole this week. Back down on that one. Number 16, Katana, celebrating his hole-in-one today. Playing his golf in New Zealand, playing English as well. New Zealand's version of English. Good golf and education in the country. Easily, nicely done.
It's par putt now for Wen Chang at the 15th. Stings. Six shots back.
Well, the good thing here, Rich, is they're sort of moving some of the tee boxes around. You'll see 33 yards. It's been pushed forward and slightly to the right from the championship back tee. That's to open up this flag on the left and tempt them, because it is the narrowest part of this green on the par 3. Just a little spot if you dare take it on.
Pakti 2 shots back.
Cole playing 168, wind in and off the right. Aggressive line.
They've cooked it. It's a horrible place to pitch from, up the hill. Very little green to work with. That's why he's disgusted.
The 13th. This would be some par. To the drop, poor tee shot. To 11 under and 3 shots back of this man, Taisei Nagasaki.
Discipline required. Center of the green works here, Frank.
Set. Set. Set.
That's it. Precious has got away with it. Seems comfortable. Hasn't had his best today, believe it or not, despite the great start. Keeps the round ticking over now at the par 5.
Okay, Rintaro Nakano has gone eagle, birdie at that par 5 13th through 3 rounds. He's eaten up on those par 5s. Now back to Ahmed Skate from Dubai, the UAE, 6 from the UAE in the field this week.
3 made the weekend.
This would be an achievement. Top 10. The young Emiratis are really coming along under the direction of General Abdullah Al-Tashmi. The Emirates Golf Federation investing heavily. Elite instruction. We're starting to see results. Now Cooper Moore.
Just fighting it a little bit today, guys.
Started in the front line today when he double bogeyed 5, bogeyed 6. Keeping his chin up.
It is one of the world's densest skylines, and it includes the world's tallest building, Burj Khalifa, crown jewel of all those towering skyscrapers here in Dubai, where Taisei Nagasaki is leading by 2.
Saw the tee shot of Cooper Moore at the par 3. He's a bit of a fighter. He won the New Zealand Amateur last year at the age of 16. He was 3 down with 7 holes to play and still managed to win there. So he will fight all the way. Rich Lerner just referenced the tallest building in the world, 883 meters, 159 floors. Beautiful coastline. Continues to grow. Top of the Burj Khalifa, you can see the 2 golf courses here at the Emirates Golf Club. UAE 7 Emirates, most populous Dubai. 63 floors. Took 5 years to build, costed $1.5 billion. It's a lot of concrete. Scared of heights there. Much closer to the sun from there. Just off the edge of the par 3. Cooper Moore over the back. The putt there came up a little short and left. So this is the hardest shot of the 3. Nakano at 14.
All right, so the shot will test the touch here of the leader, Taisei Nagasaki. And as well, FIFA Lau Pakti, harder shot.
Yeah, FIFA should be first to go and extremely difficult. Not a lot of green with which to work. Ball sitting down. Frank, maybe the only saving grace slightly back into the wind.
Yeah, that might help a little bit. I mean, there's not much fringe, is there? There's only about 2.5 feet of fringe if you want to land it on that. And you risk the rough. There's no oversea here, so it's a light Bermuda ball. Hardly ever sits up. This one's sort of halfway down. Any sort of spin on it at all.
And nearly pulled it off.
It's Ballesteros-like
You were surprised by that, Frank.
But that's the riskiest option. That was great. It really was, Rich. I mean, so many things could have gone wrong. With rough hanging up, but that was the only way he was going to get it close.
Show the creativity and the confidence.
Just a great shot. It's actually the best shot I've seen today. I mean, this is very risky. You know, you've got a square blade with his pitches. I mean, it's 2 hops through the rough. And that was by design.
And that sort of nerve, Frank, bravado almost. It was sort of an indication of his potential, what we might see down the road, why he could be successful at the next level. You saw some evidence right there. Now Nagasaki.
Plenty of options from here, but the fact that his caddy took out the flagstick, he has designs on making it, Frank.
Look out.
Oh, he did just that. Hey, what a display here, Frank, by these 2 young golfers.
And they're in trouble, Rich. What a turnaround, too. Steve was saying, flag out for a reason.
Only doing that if you're trying to make it, right?
Yeah. Shaft slightly forward, too. Guaranteeing you leading the shot the whole time.
Well, another thing you look for, Frank, when assessing a talent is, can they make a score when they don't maybe have their best stuff? And I think we've seen that with Nagasaki, certainly here on the back 9. Some scratchy iron shots, but he's 1 under par through 6 holes on this second 9.
5 under total for the round. It's just great up and down. This goes in. It's one to be proud of.
That's a back and forth that I'm going to remember is what they did at 15. Now, good look at 16, Frank.
Another hole that bends to the players left. A couple of bunkers down the right. Excuse me, native area to the right. Aim it down that left side. You can shorten this hole up a little. Not a single bunker around this green. Today, the hole all the way in the back. 38 paces on. Green 44 in depth. Everything floats back towards the front of this green, so you've got to fly it all the way there.
If you look at the last 5 champions, the Asia Pacific Amateur, Yu Lin, he won twice from China. Keita Nakajima right here in Dubai at Dubai Creek. Back-to-back Australians. 2023 edition at Royal Melbourne was a thriller in a playoff. Last year was Winnie Dick.
Tee shot straight back into the wind here at 16.
Got all of that. Like feeling good after that chip in birdie.
So you see the last 3 holes of well, they've really been ones that they can get at. Nagasaki has played this closing stretch well too over the first 2 rounds. Dogleg left, 17. Don't have to play this as a dogleg right. You can go for that. And 18 to reach par 5. Now back at the tee at 16.
Stock carry with the black shafted driver, 315 for FIFA.
Just let that sink in. Stock carry, 315.
Rich, and I say it because the tee shot he hit on 13 over the corner at the par 5, that was the mini driver that normally carries 285. He said that one, yeah, I got a little bit more. It gives you an indication of just how talented and how far these kids hit it these days.
Now further up by the green, 3rd shot.
Seeing the talent, Frank, and all of these touch shots, and just sort of the technique and that creativity. Tara Nakano now off the birdie at 13.
There's no pin here. It's only 10 on today. This is a tuck pin for Nakano here.
guys are really putting on a show. Tee to green and around the greens. Full turn, full treatment. Nagasaki is leading by 3 here in Dubai.
The newly minted 16-year-old, just turned 16 October 4. He leads by 3. Playing in his first ever Asia Pacific Amateur Championship. Good tee shot, 16. Now up ahead on the green. Chang to get to 9 under. Excuse me, for par, missed the green short left. So another drop shot. Nagasaki is playing. He's making it very, very hard for these players trying to chase him. Back-to-back bogeys. Tano took the more direct line, drivable 17th. This is second. Adjustment might be a little difficult, as I was saying. He last 18 months has been playing golf in New Zealand. A lot of Bermuda in New Zealand, cool climate. 16, Billy Dell for yet another birdie. He's turning this round around. It's a very gutty fight back, 3 in a row. Look, 17 and 18. 14 in trouble.
This is not a great spot here. He's got 25 yards. He's been off the desert, so he's gone from desert to desert here, and it's a hard pan.
Here at the 14th.
Needs to be aggressive with this, get the club under the ball. And the leading edge got every bit of that ball.
Starting to get away. 17-year-old from Vietnam. And 2 6s and a 5 already on this back 9. Ahmed Skate at 17 has driven it just short of the green, so this for eagle.
It's just 301 yards on a direct line in front of this green at 17 today.
His way to his best ever finish at the Asia Pacific Amateur, 42nd previously here in Dubai. Dubai Creek Golf Yacht Club. Anshu Mishra from India.
Another 16-year-old. Actually, I'm doing a disservice. He turned 17 5 days ago.
Lane 14.
It's an amazing game, golf. I mean, even if you've got the prettiest golf swing on tour, sometimes it gets out of sequence, and it's hard to play the game. Not that you've ever been there, Frank.
Real strong, that's for sure, Paul. That's what we're calling the game. He's out for 5 just to drop a solitary shot.
On the green.
Back at 16.
This is Nagasaki, his second from 169, straight back into that freshening wind, add about 10 more, Frank. The question is, how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to try and force it to that back right hole location?
Yeah, take a great shot, get all the way back today. Try to hold that. Oh, that was superb.
Tried to hold it or hold it?
Hold it.
A little bit of both there, Frank.
18
elite play right now.
Club laid off a little. I just like the motion through the ball. You could see probably taking an extra club. Just stayed with it. Just trying to a little cut. That's well played.
Top floor, top shelf.
2 yards closer, 167. Bring that one in lower.
Too bad. Chip's not that difficult from there.
Rintaro Nakano at 14.
So far today.
To 17. Ichiro Katana. The ace, number 11. He's 400 for the round and 8 for the championship. Bogey putt now for Kain Hung Lei. That will unfortunately be a third 6 on the card here on the back 9. Does not have a par. Made a birdie at number 11. He started the day tied for the lead. He is going to be well back now. He's chasing that guy underneath the umbrella.
Throwing shade on the field right now.
For double bogey. He drops to 2 over for the round, 9 under and 6 back when he was tied for the lead at the start of the day.
Single bunker surrounds the 16th green. Still holds its own, that's for sure. Should be FIFA to go first.
Yeah, Burka, what else are they saying about FIFA Laupakti?
They are saying plenty, and you referenced the fact earlier, Rich, that he's one of the more highly regarded players in college golf. The past year and a half has won a couple of events, but you might say, why didn't he have a good freshman year? Well, he was sidelined for much of it because he broke a finger on his left hand that required surgery and a couple of pins trying to catch an American football. Those still around him say he struggles to catch the big skin. But once he's healed, as we've seen all week long, as good as any in the field.
We know his footwork is good. We know how much he loves football, soccer, named FIFA. His dad loves the game.
Surprised he tried to catch it with his left hand, then I would have used my right. Good chip.
And Frank, I want to quickly go back to the pitch shot he hit on the hole prior. In this modern day game, we see so many of the young players take the ball in the air, but the very special ones, as you said, it was the riskier option. For him to see it and pull it off kind of says a lot about what FIFA is all about on the course.
Yeah, I like the way you said that. See it, shot you see. It's too easy to see, try and hit somebody else's shot, but if your mind takes you low, play that shot. Takes a 15, speaking of that hole.
And Rintaro Nakano.
168 here. This wind sweeping across right to left. The pin cut way back 28. Little slither of land back there. It requires a high right to left if you've got that shot. He definitely has the height. That's headed right.
Long way from the target.
third a year ago. Home in Japan. And now, Japanese player Taisei Nagasaki.
Not going to get many better looks than this. Took on that back hole location, now looking to pay it off.
He's a good player. Really good. Yeah, he's really good. In total command. 3 birdies, last 4 holes. Again, fought through a stretch where the swing wasn't quite dialed in. Well, for the second time, this great tournament has come to Dubai as we have reached the top of the hour. It's 2 o'clock here in the United Arab Emirates along the Persian Gulf. Famed Emirates Golf Club. This is where Rory and Tiger and Seve have all won. And in the 16th edition of this great championship, it is Taisei Nagasaki. And there's an awful lot at stake. Championship trophy and the gold medal, invitation to the Masters, spot in the 154th Open, back to Royal Birkdale. The Amateur Championship going to Royal Liverpool, where Tiger and Rory have both won the Open. Bobby Jones, Augusta National co-founder, part of his Grand Slam season in 1930, won an Open at Hoy Lake. So that young man with sights set on a life-changing victory, and will start here at the second hole, Frank. Taisei Nagasaki, 16 years old.
We didn't know what today was going to bring, but he got off to a brilliant start. Par first, guaranteed a 30 there, then the third hole, the par 5, just off the right. Exquisite short game all the way across the green. He birdies his first, 2 of his first 3 holes. Here at 5, chance for another one. Quickly, he was 3 under through his first 5 holes. Starting to put a gap on the rest of the field. 7, they pushed the tee forward at the par 3. They tempted them with the front hole location. Nagasaki was up for the challenge. 4 under through 7. Out in 31. Had a bogey at 12, but how would he come back? Par 5, 13th, chip across the green. And that bogey was quickly erased.
115. This was a moment right here. Takes the flag stick out, knocks it in. So a birdie for Nagasaki on the 16th hole. Gonna back it up. They say Nagasaki. He is cruising along all of a sudden. And he started with 3 players at 11 under. Beginning of this 3rd round, and he has put some distance between himself and the chasing pack. It is a 4-shot lead. He made the cut last week at the Japan Open professional event. Naoyuki Kataoka won the Japan Open last week to qualify for the Masters and the Open. Naoyuki tied for 27 10 years ago in the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship. Second youngest champion behind Watian Long, who's 14, in Thailand. And 15, fine player from Japan, Rintaro Nakano.
He had a great look around here. This is a real speedy putt. As soon as he gets past about halfway and straight down to this hole, there's just a little peninsula back here in this green. It's all about speed, and that is hunting.
Running. shots back. One of the leaders at the start of this day. Harry Takis was there as well, and Takis has struggled. He's 3 over in this round. 17 tees, so they're going to allow Nagasaki and company to hit up.
Similar wind down off the left on Thursday. He laid up, hit a wedge on the green. This time appears to be going right for it.
301 to the front. Take the direct line. The 16-year-old has the power. That is whole line.
Fearless.
Big shoulder turn. Just reference club face a little shut at the top. Seems to be a common move. He let it rip. Not hold back. So he's not intimidated by leading.
All the young players now around the world, they are training for speed. This guy has plenty of it. Fifalau Pakti. Wide stance.
More speed down. Too much speed.
Going to have to play aggressively. There's no doubt about it. A lot of ground to make up. It's a golf course, though, where you can get it. Ahmed Skeik from the UAE here at 18.
He's third. His best. Big fast coming down the hill. Big slope from the back of this green to the front. Go back to the par 3 now. Nakano
back at 15. He knew it from the start.
He's going to need a good finish over the next 3 holes. Rich knocks that in. He's 5 back.
Just even par for the day. There is Ahmed Skeik. Golf in the Middle East on a meteoric rise. Number of academies and golf courses here in the region. Hear now more on the growth of the game in the Middle East.
I actually started playing here, and yeah, I just loved it ever since, really, golf and nothing else. So yeah, that's why I enjoy it so much.
For me, the most important is discipline. It played a very, very big part in my life, and I use it on a daily basis.
Golf actually means a lot to me because, you know, it teaches me something valuable that is important to life. Every single time when we're on the course or on the practice range, I'm proud to wear my national flag on my shirt. To play this event, it means so much to me.
It's probably the best decision I've done in my life, but I just wish that I started earlier.
You meet so many people from different cultures. There's nothing like it, really.
That young man said, the different cultures, it's a chance to make all these connections, friendships. Even if you don't turn professional, frankly, we all know how this game has enriched all of our lives.
Well said, Rich, too, and especially in this area, if he doesn't turn professional with the number of golf courses being built, he's quite instrumental in the growth of the game.
That's a good point, Frank. Excellent instruction here, lane coach, the Emirates Golf Federation is Faisal Zerbini. The Academy over at Jumeirah, which is going to host the season-ending tournament on the DP World Tour. Also Tommy Fleetwood there, and Rory McIlroy, and all the great players. That's at the third course nearby Jumeirah, also run by Dubai Golf.
Good shot. Now, opened up around 68, 72 yesterday. 70 today.
Yeah, there is brother Mohammed who hit that opening tee shot. Ahmed hit the first tee shot back in 2021 over at Dubai Creek and Yacht Club. Muhammad did make the cut. Did play well in the opening round. He has a lot of years to figure it out, as his brother did. Ahmed is 6-7 years older. This is for a 4th consecutive birdie, Frank. Billy Dowling is red hot.
That's a great fight back. 10 under, what a difference too. I know he's 6 back at the moment, but you know, 18's reachable par 5, but he is himself and learn the running.
It's a low one tomorrow. He was even par through 13 holes, but now 4 straight. This is a guy who's going to have to very likely sleep on the lead, and a sizable one at that.
You see him looking down, it doesn't look like it's the best of lives. Down slope from the right side of your screen goes to the front edge of that green. It's a bit awkward. Be first to place. That's a good look. That's how it comes out of that line. Just like a little more grass underneath. It's going to be tough to judge. Nagasaki, not great. He's maybe 20, 25 feet from the hole, but I think he's going to be fully challenged to get this close. So maybe FIFA can add a little bit of pressure as well if he hits a good one. Settle, settle.
That for birdie. Short par 4. This finish is built for max excitement. Now Nagasaki.
One of the worst slides I've seen just off the green all week, Frank.
Just looking at that fringe. He set up just to bounce it through. Oh, this is great.
You know, Seve won on this golf course. So we're in shades of Seve a couple of occasions here this afternoon.
The way in which he let the toe go through that shot, it's almost like he's trying to hit a little hook. Now, I've seen some of the best players in the world try and hit some of that shots like that. It's a Tiger Woods shot, actually. A little hocking pitch out of a rough lie. Good shot. Push the toe. Comes down, but he's going to allow the toe to try and keep going through. It's beautifully played. And he's trusting this ball to bounce several times through that Bermuda. Beautiful.
A bit risky, but it paid off. He knew what he was doing. Now, Nakano.
It's just out of the right. First cut off here, he's going to push it up over the top of the palm tree there. Plenty of green, this pin 38 back, 150.
Not at his best stuff this afternoon. position where he is going to have to go scuba diving deep on Sunday, trying to come up with a title. 18th hole. Here is TK Chantananawat from Thailand. His college golf at Stanford. Right, young guy, birdie finish. Good round with 68. He has a lot going for him. Even beyond the game of golf, he's a guy who's fascinated by physics, studying at the highest level, playing at the highest levels with his Cardinal teammates at Stanford. Tiger and Nota Begay, Stanford guys. Now the farm. Now Laupatki.
Considering what he's watching Nagasaki do, Frank, this feels like a must-make to stay within reach heading into Sunday.
Right, Steve. Nothing he can do at the moment.
It's about to be a 5-shot lead. Start to consider Antonio Murdaka, who in 2014 led by 8 after 54 holes. You on the call, Frank, he ended up winning by 7 at Royal Melbourne.
Yeah, he was the 10th player in the Australian team that year. So host nation always gets a few more players in the team. He still went on to win. Now Moore. Most of the damage done in the front side. But low score so far this week is 66. If he can pop this in, par up the last will give him 65. Birdie, 64.
What I've enjoyed, Frank, is he's shown us a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it looked like he lost his rhythm. 9 through about 12. Didn't phase him. 7 under through his first 17 holes today.
He showed us technical proficiency, the big turn on the golf swing. He showed us his mental strength and his ability to kind of fight through that difficult stretch. He showed us some world-class short game wizardry.
One more look at this. A lot of loft, just turned the face on it, skipped it through. I don't care who you put down there. I mean, people would hit that any closer than that. His birthday was 21 years ago. Sorry, 21 days ago. His present might just come tomorrow. It is touch, skill. He was not afraid to hit the shot, more importantly.
Taisei Nagasaki.
That's the round how he accumulated it. Just the one bogey back at 12.
And just 2 bogeys, Frank, for the week so far. He made one in the first round on the second hole, and then went 45 straight holes without a bogey. And since making the bogey at number 12 today, he's played the next 5 and 4 under.
Yeah, and he's birdied this 18th hole both days prior to this. 64.
Tee shot for the 3rd consecutive day, back into the wind off the left.
Just be in the go zone, touch and go. So 555 yards today. 5-shot cushion.
Frank, we know FIFA has the firepower, but you have to go back 24 hours ago when he took a very aggressive line to the left, ended up paying the price, finishing with bogey. They know down the fairway, hey, you know what, FIFA, you hit it a long way. Why don't you take a breather? He wasn't even aware of it. He was ready to go, and finally someone on the tee said, those guys down there on the right-hand side of the fairway saying, not ready to play. You think he's dialed in?
Yeah, he wanted to go. Semi-blind tee shot. Nice building stands proudly in the background. Now the Emirates flag on it. It's normally the line. Shortest par 5 up.
Golfers from Thailand. Chai Jaidi, Bayad Mark Sang. We've competed against those guys through the years. He's going around. Success on the women's side.
The green flag is up. It is ready to go for FIFA. Similar starting line as yesterday.
It's going to fall on the fairway. It's sitting up. Bent left arm. It's not unusual. A few players, Jordan Spieth, one of the most famous to have a bent left arm.
And while we have a moment, let's go down to Amanda.
Kenichiro, it's your first AAC, and you just had your first ever hole-in-one. That was so much fun to watch. Talk to me about the yardage, the club, and what you saw.
That was 160 yards and into the wind. I hit 8 iron full. Yeah, I hit it so good, yeah.
What's really fun is there were a lot of kids from the Emirates Golf Confederation watching you, so they got to witness their first hole-in-one. How fun was that? And I heard you gave the ball away.
Yeah. I gave the ball to kids, yeah.
That is so fun that you had a bunch of really excited kids watching you do that. Now, you actually live in New Zealand.
Yes.
We just announced that we'll be hosting the AAC at TRI next year. How excited are you to have this championship where you currently live?
I live in Auckland, so it's like hour and a half to TRI.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I want to play there. Yeah.
Very exciting. Well, an amazing day today.
Yeah.
Keep it up tomorrow. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rich.
So good. Frank, I got news for you. We all want to play there. I mean, it looks incredible. How special is it?
It is, just like the pictures there. It's marvelous. It's going to be a dream for a lot of these players. But I do want to pick up on what he said. He said, I gave the ball to the kids. Katana with 16.
Turn it. Just walk, turn. Slowly.
Great souvenir. The 8th hole-in-one ever in this championship too, today.
What a championship this is. And what a performance by this young man. Taisei Nagasaki, 18th hole on his way to a special round.
I say we'll have a decision coming up whether he decides to go for the green at par 5 across water or lay up. But currently on pace to have the best round of this year's championship. 7 under through the first 17 holes. 66 has been shot a few times already this week, but no one has shot lower. His first ever Asia Pacific Amateur Championship. He's looking at his future right there. Pretty bright. Wait a little, one way or the other. Up ahead on the green, Chang missed the green just off the left. He's got a chance. Nice little pitch, should guarantee his birdie. The 18th hole. Fairly easy today. There's only been one hole that's played easier than the 18th. That's the second. Go back to 16. Is where he started, 11 under.
There you go.
Birdie at 15, three putted. Suffer the same fate here. Losing touch with the leader very quickly.
Nagasaki here at the par 5 18.
266 into the wind, going to lay up here with the second. He's shown discipline all week long, Frank.
Good reason too. Still got a chance to make 4 from there. Close to missing the fairway though. Back to 16, half up for Nakano. Oh, that was needed. Too close.
Even par for this third round. We started tied for the lead. Sung Hyun Ahn of Korea. This is an eagle putt, the final hole.
This will be the first one today.
Tracking. Whoa! Up ahead, Sung Hyun Ahn. Eagle for a round of 69. Offset the 7 that he made on the par 5 13th. 4 birdies, and that eagle in his round of 3 under climbs into 5th place at -9. Now having a go at it, 17, Rintaro Nakano.
Reg only 300 to the front here. I mean, they 3 would go, these big hitters. Probably just skirted the tree right in front of him on the hole.
Okay. Not as dynamic as Nagasaki or Laupati. Still a chance to make 3. And now Billy Dowling will get another birdie.
For 5 straight to finish his round.
At that time. Still a good finish and a good round. 4 under 68 for the young Australian. He will have an outside chance going to the final day. A little bit of a wait here for Nagasaki.
You can check a few scores. See his name at the top. Trying to get into the last 2 groups. Tomorrow, 10 under.
Australians at this championship had success. Winning 2 of the last 3. Cam Smith played in the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship and won the Open. 2022, the Old Course in St. Andrews. The runs of this championship combined have won 160 plus tournaments on professional tours around the world.
Definition of success, this championship. Just a look back towards the fairway. He's in the go zone. Cooper Moore is also making a decision.
Freshened Frank Cooper 232, reasonable lie out of the rough. We know short is no good, so the question is, can we carry it 240, 245? We saw him yesterday, tried to do it for about 260 and came up well short in the water, so maybe that's still creeping through his head from 24 hours ago.
Very short memory in this guy. 4 under. Forces hand.
Making 4 shots back. Miles behind.
He's all right at it, if it's enough.
shot. Hit one earlier with a wood from the desert waste area. Tattooed that shot.
Down FIFA 197. This too looks good.
Little magic there, chipping it from Eagle. Certainly needs the birdie there. Now back at 17. This is Nakano.
Rich, just up a little bit the slope here, plenty of green to play with. It should come out low and scooty.
Probably a B. A little better. There's some skyline here.
A wonderful double green. Stream shares it with the 15 yards of usable green for Nagasaki to use. Can bring it in a little lower.
This one from 91 yards, Frank. He's shown us all week long he's got a variety of shots.
Just dug in.
Just a little bit of an opening there for Laupanti. Has to take advantage of it. 17, Harry Takis from Australia. Yes. All right, Harry Takis. Birdie. 2 under the back 9 and a good fight back from that quad he made on the front side. Taisei Nagasaki, 5-shot lead, playing the final hole here in the 3rd round in Dubai.
.235 local time here in Dubai. United Arab Emirates, seeing a 16-year-old potential new star in the future. Upcoming for a round of 64. Still better than best we've seen all week by 2 shots. 2 putts, still giving the lowest round of the week. Now back at 17. Going to come up short, 3-wood off the tee, pitch to here. Desperately trying to get into that last group so he can affect a little pressure tomorrow to his fellow countrymen. That's exactly what it's like, though. It was in contention last year. Can't be with the same goal. Done. It's tied for the lead at one stage today, but 5, 6, 6, 12 through to 14 is really what damaged that round. Still excellent performance. Good to see Vietnamese golf moving in a very positive direction. They hit to 18.
Emirates Golf Club here in Dubai. This is FIFA Laupakti at the 18th hole.
His 3rd 60-degree wedge.
Underneath it, Frank. Yeah, it was a quick chip.
lost on that skyline, frankly. Think about it. 30, 35 years ago, this really was nothing but desert. It was one lane to Abu Dhabi. It was a quaint fishing village known for its pearl diving. We discovered oil in the 60s. UAE comes together in the 70s. Golf part of the development. And here we are. Sophisticated city, open for business, and they love their golf. Now Cooper Moore.
Downhill, downwind, downgrade.
Should be a 4 to finish his round. The 5 under, all the way back on the tee.
Tana Nakano.
Just wing now, moving a little bit left to right. You can chew it. Take a big chunk of this fairway, this dogleg right to left. Going clear. He's left nothing on the tee.
Tee shot.
Nagasaki, birdie putt.
Cooper Moore made his birdie in front of him. Nagasaki looking to finish in style.
Okay. He'll tap for his par. 4 birdies in his final 6 holes. It's the lone bogey on the card. Post 7 under 65, or 17 under through 54 holes. Asia Pacific Amateur Championship debut. Burko, it's been impressive.
It certainly has, Rich. He got out of the gates quickly, finishing in a flurry, but it is that 4-hole stretch Frank mentioned a short time ago. His demeanor didn't change, his pace, his gait. His game plan, it never wavered. It had the head up, chin high, shoulders back. It's a sign of a great player, Frank, to figure it out, to roll up your sleeves, to self-correct, to get it to the house. And sometimes it's one swing on that back nine.
Now FIFA down the hill.
Lightning quick.
Could use it, almost had it. Has a lot left coming back just for his par. Let's see what Connor does here at 18. He's hit a good tee shot. Birdie gets within 5, maybe an eagle to within 4.
At the moment, really, it's scoreboard pressure. Nagasaki has that 65, the low round of the week. It's just making the job so much harder for all the chasers. It's forcing their hand. Now, it's a good find. 6 feet, Steve. Left.
It certainly is. And you go back to yesterday, where he had to find a way just to make bogey. Make 6-6 on 18 in 2 straight days with his length. That'd probably be a 3 to 4 shot difference in what he expected. Really needs to see this one go in.
Second straight day. He's made 6 here at 18.
4 from just off the back. Inexcusable. But round of 70 for FIFA Lau Pakti.
Lose another shot to the lead. Even likely.
7 under 65 for Taisei Nagasaki of Japan. He is sitting pretty heading to the final round. Chance to always like that customary bow you see from the Japanese, made so famous by Hideki's caddy. Having won the 2021 Masters. Pay your respects. So, Frank, low 54 holes, 2 par, best by 3. Taisei Nagasaki.
Just great golf. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Consistent. I didn't see it coming from the 16-year-old start of the week. That's for sure. And he's a surprise for everybody. 67, 67, and then 65 today.
Speaks to his talent. It speaks to the strength of the Japanese national team, which continues to produce players at the highest level. All the way back to Hideki Matsuyama, Takumi Kanaya, who won this championship in 2018, was #1 in the world at the time. Keita Nakajima won here in Dubai, 2021, the #1 ranked amateur at the time. Well, we have a chance. Let's go back down to Amanda.
Billy, it's been an interesting couple of rounds. You had 19 straight pars going all the way back to yesterday's round before you birdied 10. What kind of patience does that take to not get frustrated and try to push too hard?
Quite a lot. Me and my caddy had some good banter about it, but it felt nice to finally roll in my 2-foot putt on the 10th today to get that birdie.
That's always nice when you have a nice little tap in for a birdie, but then you caught fire on that final stretch. You birdied 4 of your last 5 today. What did you find there?
I hit it a bit closer, which always helps. Caddy helped me with some reads, and I tried to just stick to my process, and unfortunately they went in.
I know you probably see where our leader is at right now. It's going to be a day of chasing tomorrow. So what does that do for you mentality-wise?
I'm just sticking to the same game plan. You know, if I can hit it close and try and hold some putts, I feel like I can put some pressure on him. But it won't be, I guess I'll be chasing, but I'm just going to stay patient and see what I can do.
All right, I appreciate the time. Thank you.
So here he is at number 16, part of that great run.
Yeah, this is what he's going to need tomorrow. He talked about his approach play, just sort of close that gap. A number of good iron shots. And then 17, the short par 4. Nice little pitch to here. And that kept the run going. 4 straight. If he can do something similar like that through the opening 9 holes, might close the gap. Up to 18.
Leg can finish on a high note.
Two good shots there. That is a fast putt, but it will be for an eagle.
Matano. And he delivered. So he will have a crack at that for eagle. That could be a real difference maker if he can knock that in, get to 13 under and within 4. There's Taisei Nagasaki putting his name down on a card that will read 65.
もうもっとちょっと私も声かけてみんな応援で来てもらえたらいいんですけど、明日はもっとたくさん日本的
hold your bag.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
The Asia Pacific Amateur Championship is brought to you by Delta Airlines. Delta, keep climbing. 3M Science, apply to life. PwC, we build for what's next so you can get there now. And in partnership with Rolex. 18th hole. Lay of Vietnam.
Slippery down here, Rich. It's going to be really careful. These speeds been off all day. It's creepy close. That's a good effort there by the young man.
Starting the day, time to lead at 11 under. Brutal back nine with 3 6s on the card to this point. He is now 8 off the lead. Talent, promise. So much so that one of the great college coaches in America, Mike Small, bringing him to Illinois. They're a great program. Now, Taro Nakano, this an eagle putt, which could really change the complexion of this championship rank.
Already made 2 so far this week.
Yeah, Frankie's had one of those days. That his putting hasn't been on. Will get about halfway and start to quicken up back into this little corner. Good split.
Keep diving. Oh, wow, what a putt that was. You can say the all up for tomorrow. He is going to need a good one. Great round on Sunday to win.
It's a good attempt here. Easily see it just turning a fraction more and going in. About there. Good effort. But at best, a handful of shots behind starting tomorrow's round.
Harry Takis.
He should have gone right to the young man today. He chipped in on 17 there, but this is a very makeable putt right to left.
Better down the stretch for Harry. Went out 4 over 39, but tad here, 3 under coming in. 1 over 73.
I'd be disappointed, but such a high bar, 17 under. 3 rounds, new record, 54 holes. These guys have their head down right now. It's a lot to catch.
To that point, Frank, they all walked onto the 18th green, looked around and looked at that scoreboard and shook their head. They didn't realise how far behind they were.
Moralising.
73 1 over for Harry Takis. So time for 4th. 7 shots back. '71 for Rintaro Nakano. Second alone going to Sunday 5 back of Taisei Nagasaki. Again, it's a golf course. You can make some noise and you can do it quickly. 3 par 5s on the second 9 and the drivable par 4 17. Lay finish off his day. Over 73. 40 coming in. That's with 2 birdies on this back 9. But those 3 6s, 2 on the par 5s, and the double bogey at 14. Start of the day in that 3-way tie. Now P2 is 7 off the pace. And let's go back down to Amanda.
Taisei, we've been talking about you all day, so it's a pleasure to talk to you. You just set the 54-hole scoring record in your first ever Asia Pacific Amateur Championship. What went so well today and through the first 2 rounds?
この1日私たちは大勢の話をばかりしていたので、この機会であなたに直接話することができて嬉しいです。今日64ホールのレコードっていうことなんですけど、この3日間どういうようなトーナメントを今送ってますか？
そうですね、今回の試合は本当に一番自分の中でフォーカス当ててきた試合なので、いやいいスコアで上がれる、3日間いいスコアで上がれたっていうことはすごく嬉しいです。
This is a tournament I always like a dream about, and actually I'm here to compete, and also I'm ready to compete this level, and I'm really happy with my score at the moment.
I know you said that Keita Nakajima is a role model for you, someone you look up to. He obviously won this championship also in Dubai. What would it mean for you to follow in his footsteps?
以前中島選手がすごく憧れだっていう話をしていましたけど、中島選手が優勝したこのドバイで同じように、また同じような試合を歩むことができて、今どういうような気持ちですか？
そうですね、本当に小さい頃から憧れだった試合ですし、本当に今というかずっとマスターズを目指しているので、明日から本当にマスターズに向けて一打一打大切に頑張りたいと思います。
Yeah, as I always dream about masters, I can play, and also this is a focus point for me to compete whole year. So I'm very happy the position at the moment, and from tomorrow I need to focus on one single stroke to one step of masters.
Focus one shot at a time. I know we use that as a cliche often, but it's certainly the truth. Explain to me the difference now that you have such a big lead on the field. How does that add to maybe the stress, or does it make you feel less stressed heading in to this final stretch?
今日のスコアを見ると結構差はあると思うんですけど、それはプレッシャーに感じますか？それとももうちょっとリラックスして明日に臨めるっていうか、どういう今日のスコアを見てどうですか？
そうですね、思ったよりも差が開くことができたので、自分の中で明日、余裕を持ってラウンドできるキーにもなると思いますし、明日は打差を意識するっていうよりは、自分のプレーをコツコツやっていけたらなと思います。
It's actually I didn't expect that much gap from second position, but it doesn't matter what score or what stroke. I different from second position. I just need to focus on myself tomorrow.
You seem very serious right now. Explain to me what's going on inside of you, because I'm trying to get a smile here. You have played so well. It's been so fun to watch. How are you feeling right now?
今はあまりちょっと笑顔も出てないんですけど、すごく真剣な顔なんですけど、今どういう気持ちですか？
そうですね、とりあえずは明日まですごい集中力を切らさずにやりたいですし、明後日から本当に笑顔で帰れるように頑張りたいと思います。
Yeah, I still need to focus on myself and my golf, and then again maybe day after tomorrow I can live with a big smile. That's what I want.
I love this. Staying focused until the end. Rich, Frank, you guys get it. Unbelievable job so far this week. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
His business, Amanda, is not yet done. He knows that. So then here's the 54-hole scoring record at the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship, Frank, by 3.
By 3, yeah, and has a handful of shots to the lead and one hand on the trophy already so far, but I think he's also in shock, Rich. I mean, 17 under. He's had 19 birdies so far this week.
He has shown us just the total package today, Frank, and really through 54 holes.
Yeah, got off to a good start, 4 under through the first 6 or 7 holes, and then the great finish just to pad the lead. And they're all chasing. Nakano is 5 years older than what he is, and he's going to start 5 back as the nearest challenger tomorrow.
He's from Miyazaki, Japan, the island of Kyushu. Looking to be the second youngest winner. This is the 16th edition of the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship. Wan Tianlong famously was just 14 when he won in Thailand. Then the following year made the cut at the Masters. And Taisei Nagasaki has spoken about his plans, his dreams. He wants to win the Masters. He's been unabashed in stating that. Wants to win the Masters by the time he's 27. And Frank, he has said that part of getting to that goal is to play there as an amateur.
And he is well on his way. If it's a dream for him, as long as he doesn't wake up tomorrow, they might not just catch him. But 19 countries out of the 41 made the cut. But this is the final grouping today.
Frank, what are the challenges of sleeping on the lead and a lead this big?
Well, I remember Guan Tianlong when he was 14. I think it was so fresh in his mind, he just simply went out and played the next day. The 60 his worst round this week, 67. It's a tall order. Everything's possible. There's no doubt about that. But right now, he is both hands firmly on the wheel. He has played some amazing golf through these first 3 rounds.
He has, among those chasers is his countryman, Rintaro Nakano. And we know, Frank, Rintaro's capable, has a big game. And there are tons of opportunities out there with those 3 par 5s and drivable par 4 on the second 9.
He will have to show the round of his life.
No doubt about it. For Frank Nobilo, Steve Burkowski, Paul Gal, and Amanda Balionis, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now from Dubai, where Taisei Nagasaki has a 5-shot lead headed to the final round of the Asia Pacific